Okay, I think it's on now. Okay. Are you ready? Action. I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm sitting right here looking at and enjoying. I had to open the door and get some air in here off of this. I'm going to really miss being here. This is so beautiful. I worked last night and they worked the dog out of me. Okay? They did. I think I'm talking. Anyway, guys, let me pick up where I left off yesterday and talking about the nursing and should I have finished it. Again, guys, this is a great story time. I know that this story, my story, will help someone because that's why we share our testimonies, right? We share our testimonies because it is designed to go, we went through something, okay, and we either still going through it or it's been resolved, or we share things that we've done to get through it. You know what I mean? So there's testimonies we shared. So I know it's going to touch someone. So listen, if you know anybody that's going through it, want to become a nurse, fighting through passing NCLEX, whatever it may be, nursing, or you know what, it could be anything really, because I remember this inspired me. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but it inspired me and it put fire up under my butt when I saw the young lady talking about, you know, her passing her exam. So back to what I was saying yesterday, this one particular community college had denied me 4 times into their nursing program. So it was an LPN program. They denied me 4 times. And I was like, okay, I don't know why I'm getting denied by this point, because I've taken all of these prerequisites. I've taken anatomy and physiology and bio over again. And those classes are not easy. You would think that because I took them over again, that it would become easier, but it was time and space in between them, because remember I said life happened. So there was time that went past in the interim of taking these classes over again. So I said to myself, what are you going to do? Because you can't just sit here at this college right here and let it drain you. Now, I told you I've already applied for other colleges because I never put all of my eggs in one basket, right? So I said, okay, let me look at their catalog and see what I can get with these science classes. All these science classes I had. Oh, I can get an associate's degree. Okay. Well, let me apply for the associate's graduation program. And I did just that, and they took all of my classes, and I got an associate's in science degree. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with this associate's in science degree at that time. I looked. Of course, the internet it's come a long way since then, but I couldn't find anything to do. So after I got my associates, I continued to apply for nursing programs in these other colleges. And I said, whoever picks me up, that's where I'm going to go. Well, a university picked me up. Okay, and I was happy about it. They told me that I was accepted into the nursing program. And, excuse me, guys. They told me that I was accepted into the nursing program, and I was happy about it. But something hit me because they didn't accept me into the bachelor's program. I'm like, what? I put in all of this work to go into the bachelor's program, and I got accepted into the LPN program. Now, there's nothing wrong with it, because remember I told you guys I leveled up. I went from they call them medical assistants, but they're care partners right now, or aides or techs. They over the years they have changed the name because politics. It used to be a time when you could just go to school for a medical assistant / phlebotomy, and you get your certificate in that, and you can work in any hospital, you can work at any job that will hire you. You didn't have to have a certification, which means now you have to go back to school, an accredited school, to take medical assistants over again. And phlebotomy is separate and get certification in each. It wasn't like that back then. So I had put in all of this work, you know, and I wanted to go into the bachelor's program because I knew what I wanted. I just knew. So a friend of mine that I met said, hey, you know what, look at it as a stepping stone. You get your foot in the door at this university, then you can apply for the bachelor's, because now you have more points. I said, okay. Well, of course I wasn't going to turn down the seat, right? So I went ahead and I enrolled in this LPN program, and I graduated. And I was so happy because I can say, I'm a nurse. I am a nurse. Like, it didn't even hit me like I'm a nurse, like whatever. But I still had to get past another phase of it, which is the NCLEX, the state board. So you go through all of this work. You go through this grueling hours of studying. You go into these clinical rotations. You do all of this. And then you have to take the state board. No way around it. You got to take it. So as I'm prepping to take the state board for the LPN license, I had applied for the bachelor's program at the same university that I was at. Well, I'm just going to say the number 10 for the sake of conversation because we're doing this story time right now. It could have been 20 people. I can't remember how many people. I think it was 30. I think they accepted 30 people. Well, out of this 30 people that they accepted, Lisa's name was not on the list. I looked at the wall. There was like a list up, and my name wasn't there. I was crushed, like, what? So this same friend was like, Lisa, well, wait a minute. Maybe, we got to see if these 30 people are going to accept the seat. I was like, oh, okay. So I waited on that, and lo and behold, I got a phone call and said I'm next on the list to be accepted into the program, and will I accept? I said, absolutely. So what happened was these 30 people, they got so long to say yes or no, or they may not go because it may be finances, it may be just a bad timing for them. It could be any reason. That part doesn't have anything to do with me. The part that has something to do with me is the fact that I was next on the list and I got accepted into the program. So I absolutely took it. So in the meantime, I was going to this lady's class that will prep you for NCLEX. And she said to me, she's like, you might want to just, because you're accepted into the bachelor's program now. And I started immediately. So like I graduated in June and I started the bachelor's program that year in August. So she's like, you should just go ahead and just study for your bachelor's, because it's a different scope of practice at that time. It's not like it is now, but we'll get into that in a minute. It was a different scope of practice. So, I mean, still nursing, but it's just different. So, I said, okay. But I was hard-headed, and I said, I'm going to study for this exam anyway, because I felt like I wanted to work. I wanted to work as a nurse and get my hands dirty. I wanted to, because I've always been into the medical field. Even when I left and went to work at Chrysler, I still had this desire to be a nurse and into the medical field. So, I went on, and I took the exam, the NCLEX exam for the LPN, and I failed. And what I didn't, the lady, the instructor that told me that, and it was true because I had already started my classes. So when I was taking that exam, I was answering the questions, I think, as an RN, based on what I was learning in my beginning stages of, the bachelor's program. So I don't know if that did it or not, but I didn't pass. So it was like, okay, I'm just going to let it go, take my certificate, put it in the frame, be happy with it, be done with it. So now moving forward, I am in this bachelor's program. Look at the time over here. And I'm in this bachelor's program. I met two wonderful ladies in there. So we became study buddies. We all had different styles of studying. When we used my house to study at, because I love to cook, I love to entertain. So I was like, we're going to study there. And we had different study habits, different study styles. One friend, she would just read the whole textbook and rewrite it. We used to laugh, like her notebook. She had like notebooks packed. Like, I'm more of a tactile type learner. So like I need to see it, feel it. I need to like put it together in my head. And then my other friend, she had a lot of resources. Like she just knew how to tap into the resources, and she would bring that back to us. So we all had different styles, and we all, it was great during that time. But everybody graduated from the bachelor's program except for who? So listen, guys, this story is great. Please just ride with me, roll with me, okay? Roll with me. I'm telling you, it's gonna help someone. All right. So I'm gonna go for part 4. Just give me a second, because I am just now kind of like getting myself together because I worked last night. So guys, just ride with me, okay? And until next time, peace and love.